that's going. I'm going to cook this up here for now. So again, people can hear it.
Do you want just like suspense like some warm up?
And that's also, that's an opportunity to zoom in a little bit so people can see their hand shows. Pretty much just be over here rolling around and talking. Give you enough room. I think it's way on that side. I don't even have it in here. It's heavy, but I don't think I have anything heavy. Not that you're going to get terribly excited, but still. If it feels wobbly, just put your other hand on it when you're doing stuff, I guess. All right, I think that we are live, folks. I'm going to pull it up on my phone to see if we have a feed. There goes the horn. I just talked to some nice folks from the opposing team, the Murphy Selects. They are local. They're from Chicago area. It says live. And that looks live. Outstanding. All right. I think we're good to go, folks. Thanks for tuning in. It says here 13 of you are watching. So it'll be the same group as yesterday, obviously. I think we're still running the 5 defensemen with David Mora Burnett off on family travel. So the 5 defensemen run in a drop-in style. You'll see any 2 of them kind of interchangeably as they rotate through. The forward lines will probably be the same as yesterday, which is a mix-up from what they've run earlier in the season. So we should be looking at Popek, Cipriani, and Lauerman as one line. Lauerman at the center. And then the next line will be Bankert. Forgive me if I get this wrong. I'll sort it out as the game goes on. I think Bankert is with Garvey and Huey? Oh my God. And then the other line will be will be young Mr. Brenner with, I think that he is actually with Huey and Garvey. But anyway, we'll see what they when they get out there and drop the puck, see what the lineups are like. But they obviously were pretty productive yesterday. Had a couple goals from defensemen in yesterday's game. A really nice end-to-end rush by Gavin. Ended up with a beautiful shot over the goalie's shoulder. I know that, boy, I sure hope the ice freezes. The puck is just stopping in puddles out there. Oh my God, watch this. Yeah, young Tucker Murray had a beautiful goal, possibly the first goal, I think, for the Lions, where Popek was on the half boards. He spotted Murray on the far circle open, fed him a nice saucer pass across, and Tucker got a hold of it on the one-timer and really just slapped it in underneath the goalie as he was trying to slide across. Beautiful play. So I think those are the two defensemen that scored yesterday, and I'm not entirely sure about the goals by the forwards as far as being able to reel them off from memory. But there were a bunch of really pretty goals, a bunch of hard-working goals. I do remember Vito Cipriani had a great tip-in on a shot from Tucker Murray again, standing in front of the goalie. The goalie pretty much had the shot covered, but Vito got his shaft on the puck as it went towards the goalie and just managed to deflect it between the goalie and the post for another beautiful goal. So we'll see if they can be creative again. Again, to reemphasize what I think Slava is having them work on. He wants them to be quick in their decisions, not hang on to the puck, quick in their decisions, shoot low and hard, as I watch a couple pucks go over the top of the net, and also look for the man on the far side of the ice. One of the things last weekend in Denver, particularly against the two Boulder squads, was that there was a ton of open ice on the far side. Both Boulder teams were really over pursuing, and they'd end up with 5 players all on the same side of the ice, and our players would do the same, and so there'd be literally half of the ice lengthwise would be open. So yesterday, it appeared as though the Mountain Lions were doing a better job of being aware of this, and they sprung themselves out with some nice breakouts where the player on the far side of the ice was wide open. So we'll be looking for that as well in today's game.
You're on it.
All right, so that other line was, I believe, Thorpe. Too many forwards right now. Anyway, my apologies. I'll figure it out. Excellent. Now the teams have gotten done with their team meeting around the goal with the goaltender, and head over to the bench for a couple of last words by their coaches, reminding them of the kind of system that they're going to try to play, and exhort them perhaps to move their feet. That is another thing, of course, that Slava was really trying to demand out of this team, was to play with more speed, not just mental speed, but physical speed on their breakouts. Make sure that the center who's coming around for that breakout pass already has speed when he gets the puck, as opposed to getting the puck standing still and having to accelerate. A lot of benefit in that, obviously. If you watch NHL games, you see those guys, while they stop and go, they are almost invariably moving fast when they get the puck. So we're going to start out with, looks like Lauerman, Cipriani, and Popek. Lauerman wins the face-off back. Popek is after it. Got Tucker Murray over there looking for the puck. Puck is coming deep into the zone, wrapped up the near side to Vito Cipriani. He gets over there. He goes off the boards, around the player. Popek is going down, tries to send it across to Lauerman. Lauerman strips the puck from the player. Puck goes in deep. Lauerman goes and gets it. Battle behind the boards. Wrapped up the far side by the Murphy selects. Puck is sent back in behind the Murphy goal. Forecheck on by Lauerman. Popek, Cipriani. Cipriani just about got a shot opportunity there with that good hard forecheck. Player reverses in his own zone, gets a nice pass up to his wing. They send it up center ice. Got a breakout going. Poke attempt by Kinghorn, misses it, but we got shot towards Hamilton, goes well wide of the net, sent up the far side. Cipriani is there. Lauerman. He lofts it out of the zone. Nicely done. Goes back. Selects to a neutral zone regroup. Player enters the zone, looking for a shot opportunity. One player bounces off of him. Murphy player gets another shot off on that one, and Hamilton is there to smother the shot for a whistle in the select zone. All right, looks like the Murphy select team has got some feet and some hands. This should be a good challenge for this team. Face off to Hamilton's left. Bankert takes it, wins it over into the corner. Gus Funk sends it further along. Far side over there will be Garvey. Garvey with some speed. Players are back checking him hard. His pass is intercepted at center ice. After coming across, Murphy selects, pass is intercepted by Garvey. Garvey turns. He's heading into the zone. Got a player on him. Big guy, sent deep by Bankert. He sends it into the zone. Bankert is after it. Garvey is after it. Thorpe is after it. Good breakout there by the Murphy Selects team, but that pass is knocked down. Here comes Garvey again entering the zone, forced down the right wing. He's looking for a stick. He sends it into the slot. Puck's lying there. Nice work. Good job. He sends it into the blue paint. It's lying in front of the goalie for a second. And Thorpe had a chance to get after it, but the goalie covered it up for a whistle. Now in the Murphy zone. To their goalie's right, here in front of us. This will be the Brenner Weinrich and Huey Taylor line. Out to the blue line. Gavin sends it deep again. Weinrich sends it around behind the net. Good forecheck by Huey. Puck is sent up to the blue line. Sent down deep again, goes behind the net. Forwards in on the forecheck. Good speed there. Good pressure on the puck. Puck comes out of the zone. There's a sent ahead. Player gets around everybody. Nice back check there. Excellent back check by Brenner. Got on his horse and tracked that player down from behind with his excellent skating speed. Puck is sent now into the Murphy zone. Pass is intercepted by Brenner. He gets the puck. Tries to get it over to Huey, but the two miscommunicate. 3-on-2 developing now for the... Puck comes into the slot again. Player almost got a rebound. Hamilton made a nice blocker save. Puck is sent ahead by Brenner to Huey. Huey comes down the left wing with speed. Puts a shot on net. Goalie makes a save. He gets the puck back. He keeps it deep while the team gets a partial change. He's looking up, tries to send it out to the blue line, but it's knocked down by Murphy's player. He sends it down low. A couple players head for a change. Puck is going up the far side now. It's knocked down by Murphy's player. He battles hard, keeps the puck moving along the boards. Puck goes behind the net, picked up by the Lions. Softly dished out of the zone. Doesn't quite come all the way out. Did come all the way out. That was a nice play by Gus. He just put a little bit on that to get it out of the zone, and it was able to get out of the zone before the player was able to get over and keep it in. So we got an offsides whistle against the Selects. Face-off will be just outside of the Lions zone. Lauerman to take the face-off. Face-off is won back by... almost intercepted and a chance to break in, but the player did a good job on the recovery. Player, big strong guy, gets the puck towards the center of the ice. Player's bouncing off of him as they try to put a shoulder into him. So Murphy team turns, and we've got Popek moving across. Nice pass across to Cipriani. Cipriani coming down. He was in the open ice near side like I was talking about. He gets the puck into the slot, and that's going to be a penalty, I believe. Interference against the Murphy's player. I didn't see it. It was off camera for me. And first penalty will be called against the Murphy Selects. So the Lions go on the first power play of the game. I believe in this tournament they've been running 1.5-minute penalties. Nothing on the board it is. There it is. Number 90 for them goes in the box for 1.5 minutes. Out there with the Bankert line. Murphy Select players win it back. Comes up to the blue line. Kept in. Player manages to poke a pass past Dean over there. Got a hard charging. Hamilton makes the save. Nice work there. Good job. Good hard charging back check by, I believe, Cipriani. Banker going down the right wing. He's got speed. It looks like he's shooting it on net. Puck comes out. Oh, that was well done. That was just the way you want to do it. You want to put that shot on the ice so the goalie has to make a save with his pad. Puck out to the blue line. Gavin with a shot. Goes into the net. Nice work on the power play. The good forecheck, good win. Down low, sends it up to the blue line. Gavin from center on the blue line. He looks up, takes one step through a bunch of traffic, gets a shot on net. I believe it deflected in. I couldn't tell if it deflected in off of a Lions player or off of a Murphy Select player. But looked like Gavin got that goal on a power play. Nice work by the Lions. All right, puck is dropped to center ice. Out there now with the Brenner line. Puck is sent up to the blue line. Gavin with a beautiful, well-timed poke there. Weinreich couldn't quite get through a couple of the Select and Murphy's players. Murphy's players trying to come through center ice, but they get the puck stolen from them at center ice. Puck is bouncing against the far boards against the player benches. Good hard battle there. Murphy Select comes into the zone, 1-on-4. He falls down. Puck is still kept in. Now it goes off his skate. Here comes Brenner using his, you see that acceleration? He's heading down the right, looking to get to the middle of the ice. Just as he does, he runs into a player and falls down, unable to get the shot off. Both of these teams are back checking well. Going to be a shot opportunity. Player comes to center ice. Makes it, scores a goal. All right, I think they're going to have to pay attention to number 97 there. That was some smooth moves by him. 87, my mistake. Score is 1-1 now. Murphy selected a good job there of stretching out the Lions, coming up to the far side. Obviously one of their better, well-skilled players. He got around one of our good defenders and managed to fake Hamilton down to the ice and get a backhander in over his leg pad. Score is 1-1. 7 minutes left here in this first period.
Find space, find space.
Puck is back in the zone. Rize has it. He's looking up. He decides to take the ice, gets to the red line, puts it in deep, but unfortunately hadn't gotten all the way to the red line, so that'll be an icing call. Puck's going to come all the way back down to the Lions zone.
Lot of ice, Trevor.
Lauerman to take the face-off, deep in the Lions zone to Hamilton's right. Puck is dropped. Lauerman wins it forward. Bounces off of Rize's skate. Good forecheck by this Murphy's group. Well, it was a good one-time pass idea, but it ends up, off the post. A surprise shot went over Hamilton's shoulder, but it was off the outside of the post. Puck goes D to D. Forward has it. Cipriani backing up, looking for the puck, intercepted by Murphy's. These kids are definitely hard on the forecheck, just like the Lions are. So we'll see who's going to win the forechecking battle in this game. Puck is kept nicely against the boards by the Lions. Cipriani is back for it. He gets it to the blue line, comes out. Lauerman just about came around the player and took the puck from him. It's sent into the zone. Icing was waved off. There go the Lions on the forecheck. Lauerman hard on the forecheck. Puck is sent to the far side. Murphy player sends it up to the blue line, but it's kept in by the Lions. Nice work there. Moving towards the middle. Popek sends it back to Lauerman, who tries to get it back to Popek, but it didn't get there. Popek now has the puck. He sends it ahead to Lauerman. Lauerman, these guys are quick on our players. Lauerman looking up, sends it across to Gavin. Gavin with a nice wrister. Oh, that one had a chance too. Goalie didn't see that one, but it was not on frame, so it didn't go in. Popek far boards, reverses. He's looking up. He's got Lauerman in the middle. Lauerman with the puck. Gets a shot, just goes wide of the net. Nice work there. All right, here comes the Murphy team. Partial change by the Lions. They need to get the rest of the change. Bunn with a good stick and skate there. Sends it up. Popek now entering the zone. Gets through one player, looking for a shot. Hard slapper, goes wide of the post. Banker's out there. Shoveled into the zone deeper. Nice work by, can't tell who that was for the Lions player to keep it still on the blue line. Good pass up to Banker. Banker with speed coming through center ice. He gains the middle of the ice, shot towards the net. Good save by the goalie. Got the leg pad out on the shot by Bankert. Puck is sent into the Lions zone. No icing. Sent D to D. Good job there. Tucker Murray has it. He sends it up to his winger. Goes off the boards. Trying to get it forward up to Bankert, but it didn't quite get there. Hit a player. Picked up by a Murphy player. Good pass across. He sends it up to the man who was drifting ahead. Tucker Murray is on him, matching him skate for skate. Puck comes up to the blue line, comes out of the zone. Center ice now. Bankert gets the puck away from him. Can he win the race to the puck? He almost does. Player gets there first, tips it off him, but it is now deep in the Murphy zone. Pass diagonally across to Rize. Rize takes the puck in. He spins. He's looking for a stick. He sends it out. Nice pass there. Tucker Murray keeps it in at the blue line. He sends it low. Good misdirection there. Lauerman couldn't get the pass across. He has the puck down low now. He's battling for it. Oh, puck runs over, rolls over. Rize's stick, 2-on-1 developing now with this fast Murphy squad. Shot towards Hamilton. He makes the save. Player took a shot. Hamilton made the save with his face. Puck bounced up into the air and landed behind him, and the next player in was a Murphy's player who tucked it into the open net. 2-1 now in favor of the Murphys. 3:48 left here in the first period. Mountain Lions have got to be aware of the speed of this team. They've made a couple of pinches that were ill-advised and gave the Lions speed the Murphys speed some room to maneuver. Got a man on the far post. That gets deflected wide. Puck is now in the Lions zone. They're trying to get the puck out. Tough forecheck again by the Murphys. Puck tries to go into the slot. Hamilton gloves it out of the air for a whistle. Going to be a tough match for these guys. These Murphys players are moving their feet. A couple of them have some good skill, and they definitely have speed. It turned into a 2-on-1 very quickly because the defender on that side decided to try to pinch. Puck rolled past his stick, and suddenly it's a 2-on-1. All right, puck is dropped. Shot towards the net. Hamilton never quite got to him. Picked up by Gus. Gus moves it forward. Not out of the zone. Good play by the Murphys player to keep it in. Gus has it. He sends it diagonally across. Puck is sent ahead. Here comes Brenner down the left wing. He circles. Hits the player's skate. Puck comes out of the zone. Murphy's player. Brenner comes back. No arm in the air. Good collision with Brenner, which he won because he's very, very solid on his skates. No penalty. Player circles through center ice for the Murphys. He gains the zone, number 87. Trying to make it happen. He gets his stick lifted. Nice job there. Puck is sent. Oh! Goes into the corner. Got a 1-on-1 battle there. Looks like Gavin is fighting it out. Now it's 2-on-2 battle. Player for the Murphys comes out of the zone. Comes out of the scrum with the puck. But a stick ends up on his skate, and he goes down for a tripping. Oh, nice. Good job. So the next power play is going to go in favor of the Murphys. 2:27 left here in the first period. Score is 2-1 in favor of Murphy Select. And they have the power play. I know Popek's one of the penalty killers. Tucker Murray's one of the penalty killers. Can't quite pick out the other two right now as they're facing me. It looks like they might have a Weinrich and a Bastine. Puck is won by the Murphys back. Oh, nice. Murphy player couldn't keep it in. He tried to go D to D along the blue line, but he ended up falling down. Popek using his body to deflect to protect the puck. Nice. Good job there by David. He won that puck, slapped at it, and then got a change. Good short change. Here comes the Murphy player into the zone. He gets forced wide. Bastine turns. He sends it D to D over to Tucker Murray. Murray doesn't have time, but he ends up winning the puck anyway. Gets it over to, I think it's Bastine. I can't quite tell. Puck goes up and out of the boards. Good job there on the far boards. Now we have Vito entering the zone. He's on the right wing. Slap shot coming, hits the stick, and goes up into the netting behind the goalie. Face-off will be down in the Murphy zone, which is good. 40 seconds left in the penalty. 1:37 left in the first period. Score is 2-1 in favor of the Murphys. Nope, they're bringing the face-off out. Kind of doesn't make sense. I think it went off of one of their defenders' sticks. But anyway, Bankert there for the face-off. Won by the Murphys back into their zone. They're regrouping. Got 2-man, 1-man hard, 1-man high on the forecheck. Murphys, their breakout was disrupted by the forecheck. Nicely stolen by Thorpe. Thorpe has it. He's trying to get it over to Bankert. Gets it back. Here comes the Murphys player. Number 8's got some speed. Puck ends up on 78's stick. He gets a shot off. That goes wide to Hamilton off the glass behind him. There's 10 seconds left in the penalty kill. Murphy's guy shovels it out in the front. He's going to get a shot off. Low and on the ice. Hamilton is there with the save, with the second save. Good job, Bennett. Puck is wrapped hard around. Comes out of the zone. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Oh, unfortunately, this could be a chance for them. Good speed by Dylan Garvey on the forecheck. Player is able to keep the speed up and get there first, but we got Bankert and Garvey. Puck comes out front. Oh! Just couldn't get it onto his forehand. I couldn't see who that was coming down the slot. That was a nice pass, but hit him in the skate and tried to kick it onto his stick and couldn't get it into the net. That was good work, though. All right, puck is back in the Lions zone. 22 seconds left in the period. Comes out of the zone. Thorpe has the puck. He gets there. He puts it in deep. 15 seconds. Let's see if they can retrieve this and get a scoring opportunity. Brenner is after the puck. Dylan Garvey has it. He sends it back across behind the net. Good hustle in there by Weinrich, I think. Puck is up on the blue line. 1 second. That's going to be the end of the first period. All right. That's some fun hockey there, folks. Both teams are flying, making some things happen. Looks like like I said, the Lions have to pay a little more attention, particularly 87 on that team's got some good speed. They've got one line on that team that's got some really good speed and managed to get behind them in a couple of not terribly bad choices, but choices that end up going against them. Hamilton's made a couple of good saves. The goalie for the Selects have made a couple of good saves. My personal opinion, I'd say the Lions just need to keep playing how they're playing offensively. They've had good offensive zone time and cycling the puck well. Need to get shots off a little bit quicker, as the Murphys are a fast skating bunch of kids, so they're getting to them before they can get the shot off if they take too long. And then they just got to make sure that they're playing fairly conservatively in the neutral zone and at the far blue line, so they don't give up too many turnovers and give up odd man rushes. Faceoff's coming back to center ice. Team switch ends. Hamilton's to your left now. They'll be going left to right. We never did the team colors, did we? Out there with the Brenner line. Brenner, Taylor, and Weinrich. Faceoff is won in the end by the Murphys. He moves the puck forward. He enters his zone. He's looking for a shot. Gets a shot off. Whistles over the top of the net. Murphy player's the next one there, but then the Select players have it now. Pass ahead. Get after that. Oh, that puck bounced funny off of the half boards. Huey thought he was going to be going forward with it, but the puck just stopped in the snow. Brenner, nice move out of the zone. Gets the puck up to Huey. Huey's heading down there. Brenner's tracking him. Nice pass across. Shot coming. Goes towards the net. Goalie couldn't control it, but the Lions couldn't get a hold of that rebound, unfortunately. That was a nice play. Well put together. Puck is lofted out of the zone by a Murphy Select player. Hamilton watching that come all the way in. He's not going to let anything happen. And we got a little change happened by the Murphys. Got a player behind. Cipriani was offsides by a moment on the nice attempt at getting behind the D. Faceoff's going to come back into center ice, down near the Lions zone on the far side. All right, number 87 is on the ice. They got to pay attention there. He's big and he's fast and has good hands. Scored their first goal. Faceoff is won back by 87. Good work there. Puck is moving forward. Player for the Murphys just puts it in deep. Riese is after it. He loses the puck ahead to a Murphys player. Now the puck comes up Vito Cipriani tried to send out of the zone, but it's kept in by the defender for the Rizé. Rizé goes D to D to Tucker Murray. Tucker Murray looks up. He's got Popek, but he's covered, so he just sends it out of the zone. Nice job there. Murphy's player sends it back in. They're on sides. Rizé gets the puck, circles behind his own net. Nice pass off the boards. Oh, that was a great breakout, but Vito Cipriani just kind of whiffed a little bit on getting that out. Hamilton with a good save on a shot by 87 from the high slot. Up to Cipriani again. This time he gets out of the zone, sends it off the boards for Garvey, who's heading down. Garvey with speed gets the puck in front. Oh, puts it right on Popek's stick. I'm sorry, Lauerman puts it right on Popek's stick, and Popek gets a good shot off, but the goalie got a piece of it and sent it wide. Puck comes up to the blue line, kept in by Rizé. He sends it deep. Lions players are heading for a change. Puck comes up the near side on the breakout. They send it up. Here comes 87 in green coming down. He goes to center ice. Good back check there. They call the hooking, which I saw too. It was a good back check. And I don't remember who it was for our team got their stick up on the number 87's hand right before he was going to shoot, which was probably a good choice. The kid's got a good shot. Looks like Thorpe took that penalty. So the next power play again is going to be for the Murphys. There's 10:41 left. Good job there on the guys rushing the blue line, making sure that the players on the D line can't get a good shot up. Player is carrying it in, gets a weak shot towards the net, and Hamilton covers it for the whistle. Still no, there's the whistle. It was a dangerous shot, though. It was on the ice heading towards Hamilton. He's down the butterfly, making sure it doesn't get through there, but it was hard for him to cover. So was blown. Banker could take the face off. He wins it forward and follows the puck, and now he's coming out of the zone with speed. He's got Dylan Garvey on the far side, but it's just 1-on-3 over there. Ends up with a Murphy's player coming away with the puck, but Garvey will not let him be. He's still after him. Puck comes into the slot, going to be a shot by Garvey. Garvey puts a shot on net. Puck still bouncing around. Bankert is there. What's the call? No goal. Bankert. Goalie was scrambling hard. Bankert was on him. He got the stick through his 5-hole, but the goalie was able to fall on it and keep it out of the net. Nice work, Dylan. That was a whirling dervish of a forecheck on that penalty kill that turned into a scoring opportunity for the Lions. All right, now the penalty killers are Brenner, Tucker Murray, Kinghorn, and Lauerman. I'm sorry, wrong guy. Huey, Taylor. One back by the Murphys that did a DDD pass right across the front of the goalie. That's one of those that can easily hit a skate or a stick and end up going into your net. That was a dangerous pass. Anyway, Murphy's coming into the zone. Forced wide by Tucker. Player falls. Nothing to do with Tucker. Tucker looks up. Diagonal pass over to Huey. Huey couldn't quite control it. He still holds it though. Nice work there. Brenner is after it. He takes it and turns it into the Murphy's zone. Murphy's go D to D up the right wing. I think that was offside, but they didn't call it. Ends up coming out onto a Lions stick. He couldn't quite walk it out of the zone. Kinghorn couldn't, as the player was hooking his hands. Comes out to the blue line, kept in by the Murphy's player. Murphy's player is looking to shoot. He can't get a shot off. It goes down deep. Kinghorn is there. He sends it back up the boards. Nice work there. Just that Huey Taylor tried to send it to himself. So he's just out of his reach. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Pass is knocked down by no call there. Two players collide. Go Huey, go Huey, go! Down the right wing with the puck. He gains the zone, protects the puck. Stolen by but Huey gets it back, and then in the end, the Murphys player come up with the puck and get out of the zone. Kinghorn gets there first and puts it down deep. Lions get a change. Weinrich on the forecheck. He wins the puck from one player, from another player. Lions end up getting that puck. Sent deep by Lauerman. Actually went over the glass and out of play for a whistle. Face-off will be in the Murphy zone, so the goalie's left. Out there with Lauerman, Popek, and Cipriani. Puck is won over towards Popek. Player for the Murphys picks it up. He sends a hard diagonal pass just out of the reach of his teammate. Gus has it over there, kind of skates over the puck. But we got Lauerman, couldn't quite get with the self pass, couldn't get through. Puck just dribbles out of the zone. Murphy's player picks it up. He skates around a couple fallen players. He's entering the zone. Parents to my left are yelling that there's a wide open player on this right wing over here, but we didn't see it. There it comes up. Popek has it. He sends it ahead to Vito. Vito's heading down the left wing. See if he can get a shot off here. Shoots. Goalie makes a good save and smothers it. Face-off will be in the Murphy zone to the goalie's right. Heading out there with the Bankert line. That'll be Bankert, Thorpe, and Dylan Garvey. Bankert's fighting for it. It's in their feet. He gets it across to Garvey. Garvey with a shot. Hits the goalie in the chest and goes over his shoulder and goes over the net. That was a great opportunity for Garvey. Here comes the speed by this Murphy's team. That was a fast breakout. Big guy against Tucker Murray, but Murray forces him wide because he's a good skater. Puck is gotten by the Lions. Here come the Lions showing their speed. Garvey heading down the right wing, fakes the pass. Shot on net. Oh, just ended up going to the wrong player. That was good opportunity for the Lions on that one. Here comes the Murphys in the other direction. Nice poke check there by Bastine to knock that puck away. Heading down the right wing, shot by the Lions, goes wide. Comes up the near side. Good job by Garvey. Garvey is everywhere. Puts it right into the blue paint. Oh, went behind the net. Puck hits to the far side. Baker's going to get it. Garvey gets a change. Murphy player sends it ahead. Got all 5 players back out there now. Murphy's player's coming into the zone. Bastine's watching him. Back check by Thorpe. Sends him wide. Puck hits a stick and goes behind Hamilton into the... Puck is bouncing around. Diving Murphy's player couldn't keep that in. Oh, Bastine overskates the puck, but he ends up putting it in deep. It's going to be an offsides against the Lions. Bastine was coming through, had his head up, looking to make a pass at the blue line, and the puck kind of slowed down. So he overskated it, had to stop and send it in, but his teammates had gone in anticipating the pass that didn't come. All right, 6.5 basically left here in the second period. Score is still 2-1 in favor of the Murphy Select. Puck is won back by the Lions. Puck is bouncing around and neutralized. Kinghorn turns in his own zone. Player is fast and hard on him. He goes behind the net to get himself some space. Sends it hard up the boards. Thought it was going to bounce out, but the Murphy's player keeps it in. Brenner sends it forward. He's after it. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Puck's in the zone now. Brenner with a chance. Brenner with a chance. Scores! Beautiful. Beautiful. Good hustle by that group to win the puck. That bouncing puck. Brenner with that skating speed, like I said, he's got those first 2 steps, and all of a sudden he's clear. And he's normally a shooter, but he deked the goalie down and managed to tuck it past his far skate to get it in for a 2-2 game now. Yeah, Busy! Faceoff comes back to center ice. Desmond stays out there with his line. Puck is won back by the Murphys. Huey Taylor hard on the player. Saw an opportunity. Player manages to escape. Brenner comes over and pinches on him. Puck comes up to the other blue line, and the Murphys are in offsides. All right, so the score is 2-2 now. 5:37 left in the second period here. Good challenge for both of these teams. Good hockey team. I hope they're having a good time, because I'm having a good time watching this. Puck is dropped. Puck is won back by the Murphys. I don't think the Lions player was ready on that one. Popek in on the forecheck. Cipriani on the forecheck. Lauerman staying hot. Vito Cipriani wins the forecheck. He's looking for, shoots, and the puck rolled up. Goes way high over the net. Goalie was in a position to make a save. Popek wins that puck, gets it down to Cipriani. Cipriani gets it across. And it does not go in. I'm sorry. That was beautiful passing by that group of 3. Got it over to Lauerman as he was heading across the goalie's face, and he tried to tuck underneath the sprawling goalie, but the goalie managed to pin it with his body and no goal. Beautiful opportunity for that group. All right, still out there with the Lauerman line. Face off to the the Murphy's goalie's left. Puck is won back by Murphy, comes out, kept in nicely by Tucker Murray. Cipriani going deep on the forecheck. He gets the puck, he puts it into the blue paint. Puck's bouncing around. Popek with a chance. Scores! All right. That was, again, just good hard work by that group. They were demons on the forecheck, and I ended up winning that puck. And I think Vito was the player that was able to get it from behind the net and roll through the crease from behind and went out and ended up on Popek's stick. And he was close enough. He doesn't miss much from that distance. Through a whole bunch of people, he found the top corner. Puck is at the blue line, kept in by by Bastine. Oh, Dylan Garvey attempting to send it all the way across. Couple of man deep, man far ahead. Oh, this is a breakaway opportunity. Hamilton comes out to face him, and he makes the save. Yeah, way to go, Bennett. That could be the opportunity. Score is now 3-2. So if they give up that goal, come on, boys, win that puck. Hamilton covers for the whistle. Ref is sending a player from each team for some extracurricular poking and slapping after the whistle there. So we'll still play 5-on-5 hockey. We have Bankert in the box for the Lions. So we'll mess up the Lions a little bit, but that's all right. We've got a lot of good players. So the faceoff is going to be in the Lions zone to Hamilton's left. We'll see what the Lions forward lines are with this group. Now, Brenner is back out. Brenner and Lauerman and Huey. High shot. Hamilton gloves it down. Puck comes around to Huey. He gets to the puck. He's looking up. He sends it out of the zone. Good speed there by Weinrich. Weinrich heading down. Gets a hard shot off. Oh, goalie makes a save with the butt end of his stick. Brenner wins the puck on the far boards. He's trying to get to center ice, but the player reads his move and takes the puck away from him. Now here comes a good breakout by the Murphys. They're coming in the zone. Player is looking, tries to get it across. Bunch of Lions players there. Nothing happens with that. Puck comes up to the blue line. Players moving across, trying to find some space, but that gets poked off his stick. Another shot attempt by the Murphys. This time now, puck's in deep. Murray has it. He turns. Brenner gets it ahead. Can't tell who that is with the puck. Nice diagonal pass. Gets it over. Here comes Weinrich down. He's got a chance to shoot, and he scores! Awesome. Awesome. That was, again, just hard work. They won the battles in their own zone, came through neutral ice with speed, and it looks as though right now the Lions are the faster team. They've been able to spring a couple guys on good effort, and they've had some unobstructed breakaway chances against the goalie. He's playing well, but it's tough. These kids are good shooters, and it's a tough situation. On that subject, I'm giving Hamilton a lot of credit for that save on that breakaway by the Murphys. That was a possibly game-changing save right there, because otherwise it would have been tied 3-3. But now instead it's 4-2 in the other direction. Here come the Murphys with speed down through the zone. Nice work over there by Gus to force the player wide. Keep the puck in the corner. Player turns at the half boards. Little passing play there by the Murphys. Gus sends it up the near side to Popek. Popek is on the boards. He tries to shovel it forward, but it is knocked down. Murphys go D to D. Man has it on the far side. Cipriani has to collect his puck. Oh, man, that was a good defensive play there by Bastine. He read that play and just deflected that puck, so the player on the far side couldn't get to it. Puck is bouncing around right in front of us here. Pass across to Cipriani. Cipriani has the puck in the zone, gets it over to Popek. Popek battling for it with three players. He has the puck. He turns, sends it out to the blue line. Shot by Bastine. Tipped on net, but the goalie makes the save. Murphy's coming up the side with speed, gets pinched off. Gus gets it. Oh, they're calling the interference? Oh, man. I thought that was a good pinch off there, but they're calling the interference. Normally in this age group, if you skate with a guy and pinch him off, there might have been timing on that, shoulder to shoulder, they're not going to call anything, but I think that he might have gotten rid of the puck. And so anyway, next power play, once again, we'll go to the Murphys. They are way ahead on power play opportunities. 87, their big gun, is taking this face-off against Bankert. He wins it back to his teammate. Bankert heads out on the man. They take it down to the half boards, hits a shin pad. Good work there by the Lions. Here comes Bankert moving the puck forward, still moving the puck forward, ends up over skating it. Player number 87, he gets mobbed by a bunch of Lions players, so he's unable to get a good effective shot off. Puck comes to the blue line. Number 8 for the Murphys is looking for a shot. He's in close. Hamilton has that one wired and makes. Yeah, I think our coach is just messed up. Coach, the parents for the other team. Oh, they're putting the shots on goal up. All right. By the way, Luca Cipriani is running the camera for you folks today while I do all the jabbering. He does all the aiming. Doing a good job. Thank you, Luca. What do you think about the game?
This is a fun game.
This is a fun game. Made more fun by the fact that our team has a 2-goal lead, but it's still a fun game. It's super closely matched. Both teams are really skating hard. Both of these teams are fast. As I said, I was talking to a couple of the parents from the other team this morning, and they're a local team from the this area. I guess you could say the Chicago area, but they are not a normal team that plays together. It's a tournament team made up of a bunch of different players. All right, so this time the Lions sent 4 players out. I like that better. So the ref is over there making sure that the penalty clock is right. Should be a minute 16 on the penalty. Working on it. Sure they'll get it right in the end. I've run the time clock before for a game, and man, it is stressful. A lot of stuff going on. I haven't done it enough to get good at it. All right, so here we are. Third period, 13-minute period. 1:16 left on the penalty kill for the Lions. Got Popek out there to take the face-off. Puck is won by Popek back, but it's picked off by a Murphys player. He's coming in with speed. Got a man in the middle. He gets a shot off. Hamilton sends it behind the net. I think that's Brenner on the penalty kill. He sends it up the boards. Comes out past the blue line. That's good. Cipriani on the forecheck in center ice. Player carries it into the zone. He's onside to makes a nice move to the middle, but he gets stripped of the puck by a hard charging Popek-Cipriani combo. Cipriani almost knocks down that D-to-D pass. Good break in by the Murphys. That was good hockey there. Player's looking, gets it across, but he misses his guy. Our guy's trips, and the Murphys get it back. Player's got a shot opportunity. Hamilton is there with the blocker. Awesome. Way to go, Bennett. Oh, miscommunication there, but they end up, Lions win that. Picks up the puck, sends it to the length of the ice. Believe in this tournament there is icing. Last 2 tournaments we played in, there was no icing for the shorthanded team, but other tournaments have different rules. So that'll be icing. Puck's going to come all the way back down into the Lions zone. Good work there by this group to gain that puck and get out of the zone. I think I see puck goes back to the blue line. Shot gets knocked down. Another shot attempt, but this one gets knocked down. Oh, too easy up towards the boards. Shot coming. That one's deflected by several players. Hamilton comes across, makes the save. Nice work, Bennett. Puck comes up the near side, does not come out. Comes over to Gus. Gus lifts it off the boards. Comes out to the blue line, kept in again. Player reverses it to the half boards. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Gus goes over and meets the player, ties him up. Puck's bouncing around. Almost everybody's in the corner. 4 of the 5 Murphys are there. Player manages to come out with the puck. He gets to the blue line, but he's stripped by a hard charging Dylan Garvey. Garvey's still after it. Thornton's also on the forecheck. Pass across, comes out of the zone. Gus is there. He sends it off the pane and into the zone. No icing. Goes into the Murphy zone. Thorpe is on it on the forecheck. Player evades him. Banker joins him. He gets the puck, and it goes in offsides, I guess. The ref is motioning offsides. All right, we get a change. Get back on lines. Good penalty kill. Hamilton with one really good save there at the end of that penalty kill on a puck that went all the way across. He came across square and solid. Faceoff will be right here in front of us. Weinrich, Brenner, and Huey. Shot from the outside. Goalie makes the glove save and solves it up for a whistle. Faceoff is going to be in the Murphy zone. Take as much of that as we can get for the next 11 minutes. All right, Brenner's going in for the faceoff. Weinrich on this side. Brenner wins it forward, but picked up by the Murphys player, who reverses behind his own net and escapes Brenner, but Brenner is after him. Puck is won nicely there by Weinrich, who sends it into the far corner. Huey is after it, comes out to the blue line, kicked forward by Gavin. Gavin with a good stick there. Wow. Another penalty against the Lions. I'm not liking the way this is going. He kicked the puck forward and the player tripped over him and he's calling it tripping. I don't think that's a good call. That has been a lot of power plays for the Murphys team. Some earned, some not. All right, another penalty kill. Crucial penalty kill coming up here, minute and a half. Got Popek out there. Kinghorn, puck is one back, shots coming. That gets knocked down by a... Oh, another. Tripping on Popek.
Come on, boys. 5-on-3, please. Let's go. Now's the time.
A little speechless there. I don't know, these players seem to be going down a little bit easily. So, 5-on-3 power play for a minute and 23 for the green team.
Get in front of them.
Puck is won back nicely. Kinghorn goes behind his own net. He reverses it up the boards. Doesn't make it out of the zone. Shovels it forward. Nice work there. Excellent, excellent work to shovel that puck forward. They're going to have to wave the icing off on that one because it took forever to get there. Puck goes up the near side. Sends it far side. Lauerman enters the zone. Puck comes all the way across. Player's looking for a shot. He sends it out in the slot. Shot there, goes wide of the net. Hamilton was all over that one. Puck is sent up the boards. Player's able to keep it in. He sends it down to the half boards. Player sends it across to the man in the slot. He sends the one-timer in. Nice block there by Murray. Murray chases the guy out to the blue line. Player's trying to get into center ice, but he is hounded by Murray. Sends it across to the player over here. They miscommunicate. Puck goes out to the blue line. There's 24 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Player's lining up for a shot. Hamilton makes a save on that one. He saw it all the way in. Murray gets there. He sends it up the boards to himself and just takes it out, controls it, sends it forward to Lauerman. These guys need a change. They don't need to be forechecking. Player's coming into the zone, sends it across. The player couldn't quite control that. These guys should have gotten a change instead of doing that. There it is. Now it's out of the zone. Player goes back in. Here comes the player with a shot, goes wide of the net. A lot of scrambling going on. Looks as though they have killed this off. Nice work, guys. Now get the puck out of the zone. Get some fresh legs out there. Tucker Murray's tired. He's been skating hard, but he's still there at the end of a long shift. Big number 87 heading down the far side, trying to get out, put the puck out in front, but he cannot. He falls down behind the net. Cipriani's lost his stick. Sent hard up the board, just should escape the zone. It does. We can get those players changed. And we also have a fast Dylan Garvey. Oh, he had a breakaway, but the puck rolled up and he lost the puck. Here comes player down the side. Two players fall into each other, and he loses the puck before he can get a shot off towards Hamilton. Puck is still in the Lions zone. Player's taking the ice. He sends it across, but it misses his teammate. 8 minutes left in this exciting third period and this exciting game. Player manages to come out of the corner, puts it in front. Diving effort there. Hamilton with the save. Awesome work. I think it might have been Cipriani dove and got his stick on that puck before the player was able to get a shot off. Player just keeps it in for the Murphy's. This time it has slapped that hard. Good job there. Puck comes out of the zone. Banker moving down the side, has the puck. 1-on-3. Gets the puck in, sends it into the slot, but there is nobody there. Number 87 looked like he might be tired for this Murphy's team. He sends the puck over to his teammate, who gets pinched off on the boards. Here comes Tucker Murray. After a short rest, he's back out there again. Dylan Garvey down the right wing. I can't tell. He's got Bankert. Oh, puck rolled up over Bankert's stick. Puck is in the zone. Bankert and the other player. Stick still high. Trip on. I'm sure I am hoping it's against the Murphys. Having enough of penalty kills. Time for a power play. Murphy's player, number 90, for a trip. I think that's the second penalty in this game. Who got the last goal for the Lions? I don't either. I was trying to write it down so I could remember. All right, so it's going to be 5-on-4 power play for the Lions this time. Wait. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry? Weinrich, that's right. All right, puck is going to be dropped in the Murphy zone. Murphys end up winning it and going behind the net with it. Tries to get it up the boards. Does. Goes far side. Murphy's player is after it. He's getting pinched off by a hard skating. Nice work there by Huey Long. Puck goes forward. Garvey coming down the right wing with his built-in speed. He puts it into the slot, but it hits the skate and goes back into the corner. See if the Lions can get organized and get some possession here. Puck comes around to the near side. Murphy player goes, puts it into Weinrich's skate. Weinrich goes up to the blue line. Murray is there. Murray's looking. He sends it across. Nice pass. Shot coming. Goalie with a good glove save. Brenner got himself open in the slot between the hash marks. Tucker Murray picked them up, put it right on his stick. He turned and got the shot off quickly, but the goalie was up to it with his glove and knocks it down and smothers it for a face-off. 48 seconds left in the power play. 6:34 left in the game. Still 4-2 in favor of the Lions. Face-off is won by Lauerman. Sends it to Popek. Popek sends it up to Rize. Rize back to Popek. Popek surveying, skating, back to Rize. Rize has a man. Sends it down low. Shot goes into the slot. Slapper. Goalie makes a good save on that one. Good pinch there by the Lions, trying to keep the puck in. The Murphys are attempting to get something together, coming through neutral zone shorthanded. Popek has it going down the right wing on his backhand. Takes a good hard shot, but that one gets deflected up over the net. Puck comes to the near side. Popek gets there to support Lauerman, I believe, against the boards. Cipriani hovering around. Comes out to Rize. Rize with a good hard shot near post. Goalie makes a leg save there. Back out to Rize. Puck bounces over his stick, though. Player coming out of the bench thought he might be getting there, but he does not. Rize goes up the boards, intercepted by a, at this point, pretty tired-looking player for the Murphys. I'm sorry. Nice work. Lauerman got that puck in deep and ran off for a change. Picked off by a Lions player. He's coming across. He's got an opportunity. Oh, Joey makes an amazing save there. Good job by that goalie. I would rather it scored, but good job by the goalie. Another chance for Bond. Bond with two good chances on that shift. Puck is kept in at the blue line. Puck is coming out. Here come the Murphys going down the right wing. Player gets past his defender. Murphy's player coming. He gets hounded. Hamilton is there, stops the shot from a bad angle. Players clear the puck for him. Puck is now in the Lions zone. Got some of their better players out there right now. 87, their guy with the puck, takes a shot. That gets knocked down. Bankert sends it D to D, but it's picked off by a Murphy's player. This is definitely their top line out there. Puck comes up. Garvey got the puck back to himself and just lost it out of his zone. Guys are looking for a change. Puck comes back. Gus is there. He sends it ahead softly. Shouldn't be any icing. Bankert is chasing it in. His line mates are going for a change. Puck goes wide. Oh, almost intercepted there by Huey, but it bounced over his stick, but he does a good job lifting the stick of that player. Puck gets, almost sent out front. Puck is sent out front, but it's picked off Shot towards the net, knocked down by Gus. Puck comes up to the blue line. Shot attempt from outside. That gets deflected. Gus is there again. Sends it over to Lions player. He tries to go diagonally. Hits a Murphy's player in the back. Here comes number 87. Trying to get around a couple players. Hamilton comes out and smothers that. Good aggressive play by Bennett. Come out. He realized that the player only had one opportunity, and that was to shoot. So he came out and just met the stick and smothered that shot. 3:41 left here in the third period and the game, hopefully. The score is 4-2 in favor of the Lions. If I had to say, I would say that both teams are tiring, but that the Murphys are getting more tired. Murphy's player gets it in. Nice one-touch pass across to his teammate. He goes over the far hash board. He puts it down low. Lions come around and pick it up. Looking for a pass. Goes diagonally over to Huey Long, but he gets stripped at the blue line. Player spins. Tries to put down low, but there's a bunch of players, including Kinghorn. He gets the puck up to Huey, who's going down the right wing. He gets the puck over, man on. Weinrich gets a backhand shot off. Goalie just keeps it out as he goes all the way back in on his own. Weinrich battling hard. He turns with the puck, but it comes off his stick, and it's picked up by a Murphy's player who goes B2B behind his own net. He attempts to shovel it up the boards, but hits the back of the net. Now it's up. Murphy's player has it. He makes a move back. He's spinning. Makes a move through. This kid's got some skills. He's through the zone. Gets the puck, but he gets stripped of the puck. Lions player, nice breakout here coming. Carrying the puck up. Looks like it is. Yep, it's Gavin Kinghorn. He's got speed. He's just going to carry it forward. Gets a shot on net. Goalie has to make a save, but there are no Lions there to get that rebound, unfortunately, but that's all right. They keep the puck in. 2 minutes left in the game. Still in the Lions zone. Puck comes forward to Cipriani. Cipriani turns. Couldn't get the puck down low. The Popek, who was heading towards the net. Rize is after the player, heading down the left wing. He's forcing him wide. Player does the spin move. He tries to get it to a man on the blue line. That came out for an offsides. Whew. That was 87, the guy with the big gun. He had the puck. Puck came out just about 1 inch for an offsides against the Murphys and negated the scoring opportunity there. 2 minutes left, 3 seconds in the third period. 4-2 for the Lions. Face-off is just outside the Lions zone. Puck is won by the Lions. They go D to D. Nice moves there. Great breakout. Right off the boards. Lauerman heading down the left wing, but big number 87 meets him and takes the puck away from him. But he is met. Lauerman gets the puck back. He sends it back deep again, gets the puck. He's looking up, going to get a shot off. Puck's down low, shot opportunity. Goalie makes a good save. Puck's bouncing around outside the slot. No more shot opportunities by the Lions there, but Vito Cipriani on the hard back check lifts the kid's stick and takes the puck from him. Sends it not very deep because the ref broke that up. Big number 87 still on the ice for them. Puck ahead to Popek. Popek gains his own, puts it towards the net, and goes and gets a change. Nice, smart hockey. I like to see that from these kids. Making the right moves, making the right choices. Uh-oh. Funky fell down, tied up with the ref. Bankert came over. Here goes Thorpe, goes behind the net, puts it into the slot. Puck goes up in the air. Backhand chance by Garvey, gets knocked down. Getting frantic out there, folks. Getting frantic out there. Here comes a player for the Murphys. He's coming across. Tries to get a shot off, but he's met there by 2 players. Gus does a great job of keeping him from getting the shot off. But he gets the puck up, brings it out to the blue line. Number 8 for the Murphys can't get a shot off. Gus is over there, sends the puck forward. It's just out of Banker's reach. Player holds it at the blue line, sends it down. Nice move out. Player's looking for a shot. Gets a shot across, and the player missed it on the one-timer on the far post. Player gets it back. He's looking for a shot. Goes far post for a tip-in, but there is nothing there. Lions pick the puck up and roll it softly into the zone. 16 seconds left in this game. Net is empty. Puck comes up. Banker knocks it down. 10 seconds. Player trying to get through. Banker with the puck. Sends it ahead. Oh! He looks up and unselfishly tries to give the puck over to Weinrich, who was heading down the slot for an empty netter, but they step in offsides with 4 seconds left. Face-off will be just outside of the Murphy zone, so their goalie kind of has to head back in. I'm feeling pretty good about this game. I think they might pull it off. Nicely won back by the Lions. Puck is won, goes into the zone, and that is a hard-fought win by this Lions program. Very, very proud of that whole team. Especially proud, to be honest, with my son, who played very aggressively, made a lot of good saves at key moments against some good players. That was a fun hockey game. Made more fun, of course, by the win. Lions end up on the plus side of the shots on net category at 25-20. I think I think both teams can be very proud of the way they played. That was a fun hockey game for AA 12U hockey. Good stuff. Bunch of penalties. No malice meant by any of those penalties. I think a couple of them were a little soft on the call, but is what it is. And yeah, good hockey. Nice. So your Lions are now 2-0 in this tournament. They have another game this evening at 5:30 Chicago time. I haven't been able to look at the standings. I know that this team won their first game, so they are no longer undefeated, which is nice. There's 7 teams in this group, so it's going to be, if they can win all 3 of their games, it should be really good for them making playoffs on Sunday. I believe that they're doing a quarterfinals and a final, semifinals and a finals in the playoffs. I am hoping for 2 games tomorrow and a championship win. That's all. Thank you very much for tuning in.